Hello guys, and welcome to a new video of Miss German Let's Talk. Here we dive into the wildest, funniest, and darkest Reddit stories that we can potentially find on the internet. And so grab a drink, sit back, and let's get right into today's episode. So, today we have a Reddit user who wrote down the question: what is the most embarrassing moment you had while you had with a crush? So I'm just telling you guys, I'm currently on the pre-production of some couple videos, and you should definitely look at the last two videos that I posted about horror stories, because it's getting nighttime for me and I want to shit my pants because the last stories that I just uploaded were crazy. And if you're into horror, you should definitely have a look in this. But because I just prayed and I'm really frightened because I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight, I decided to make a video today about the embarrassing crush stories that we guys have, so we can have a good laugh. Haha. Let's start with the first comment. After months of talking, we finally had sex. Because I don't know if children are watching this video. Parents, you should not let videos be watched by children, please. I was really drunk, not sure if she was drunk. Anyhow, I suddenly developed uncontrollable flatulences. This had never happened before or since. Normally, I can tell when I'm going to fart, but in this case, I kept farting during sex and couldn't anticipate or control it at all. She ignored it for a little bit, but eventually she just stopped and pretended to fall asleep. Not a word was said. I got up and left. Haven't heard from her since. Well, my God, that is quite brutal. I don't know for who it's brutal, to be fair, because for her, it's like, I don't know. But real woman should not leave in this situation. That is just natural, guys. Like, if she leaves, let her leave. There will be a woman who would love and then continue to rock that body, okay? So, and yeah, it might be embarrassing for my guy here, but listen, it's life. It's just God protecting you. Just keep going. There will be a woman who will laugh at every single fart that you will have. And with that said, we continue with the next story, which is, I was 18 when I got my first boyfriend. Spent a lot of time by myself, so when others were around, I'd stare and not realize. So we are riding in his car and I'm just staring. He never said anything, but later on in the relationship, I mentioned it, and he said he was sitting there thinking, what the fuck, the whole time. I've grown out of that phase now, so it's okay. Okay, my girl, listen. Sometimes there are people who are Germans, because that channel is called Miss German Let's Talk, right? Germans tend to stare, but they just don't stare at you. So it's a universal experience for some Germans. We just stare because we like staring at people. It's just a thing we do sometimes. If we're not shy, we like staring at you to see what is your next move, what you're up to. And we like just not staring at you, we're staring into your soul. Some Russians do that even. Like, one of my best friends are Russian, and we just like doing that. It's a nation thing, so don't get other people who are not from specific countries or so just don't get offended. That's a thing we do and we like it. Okay, next story. I had I don't know how to say this. Gigantic, I forgot my whole English, freaking Christ. Okay, crush on a girl from my high school class. So I naturally invited the whole class to our cottage. Safe to say, the whole gig got out of control pretty damn fast. Me and the girl I had a crush on were the only sober people left. Of course you are the only sober people left. I invited her to play a Star Wars game on the PS2. Okay. Not only did she kick my ass, oh, you should marry her. But when she asked me to play some music, I accidentally played a gypsy parody of Danza Kuduro, which she didn't find amusing at all. And then when I went down to grab something to eat while she was still waiting upstairs for me, I was so nervous that I asked my buddy Dan to pass me a joint. I got so high that I forgot to go back up to her. She got pretty damn upset and left the next morning, even though she was planning on staying a couple days. Me accidentally stepping on her head in the middle of the night did not help in that situation. Why did you step on her head? Didn't you just fucked up enough? Did you have to step on her head, dude? Oh my god. Stupid goofball. That is stupid. But listen, I am really sorry. She seemed like a really pretty nice girl, especially if she kicked your ass in PS2. But listen, sometimes, guys, that is a good thing that you can learn about if you first of all, don't step on a girl's head because she gets mad about it. And secondly, yeah, maybe don't get that nervous. Maybe that in that video you don't know. You don't know if she liked it at the end of the day because you cannot see it. Maybe she didn't find it amusing, but maybe she did find it amusing, but she was not comfortable enough to share it, maybe. Or she maybe really didn't like it. But point being is don't be that nervous, guys. Just go up, get your balls together, and you know, try to win her over. Okay, that was a really bad advice. Let's continue with the next story. I met him at a summer camp when we were about 12 or 13. Oh, such a sweet age. He was the most beautiful boy I've ever met in my entire life. Thanks, 12 years old brain. So, a 12-year-old who wrote that. So, naturally, he didn't have a clue who I was. Anyways, our summer camp had a day trip to a nearby water park, and I ended up in front of him in line for the biggest, scariest water slide the park had to offer. That is so sweet. That I love it when little kids are writing stories. I hope she's older now, or even if she wrote it with 12, that's just cute and innocent. I thought it would be cute to turn around and say, "See you in heaven, handsome," right before takeoff. I barely choked the words out, and then on the way down the slide, my bikini top ripped off. And I know for a fact he had a full view of the horrible wedgie my bikini bottom gave me, and I never could look him in the face after that day. Max, if you're out there, I hope to God you don't remember this. Yeah, that is. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. That is unfortunately that's very embarrassing. But you get older, you get over it. He probably got a brain damage injury a couple of years later, and he doesn't remember. Or let's be honest, guys don't remember anyways specific things. So just get over it. You will find the love of your life, and you're just gonna be a great bride, have a lot of kids if you want to, and continue with the next story. What do you think, guys? In kindergarten, I was madly in love with Bria. Bria is a nice name, I gotta say that. Oh gosh, Bria, nice name. I was pretty close with her cousin Kyle because we shared Teddy Grams. I don't know for any kind of reason I'm thinking about South Park with the name Kyle. Because we shared Teddy Grams before and told him I wanted to marry her. He ran over to her at recess and told her as loud as he could. I chased him over to her, but got there just as he finished yelling, "Alpha Sunday loves you." Oh, okay. And she just looked at me for confirmation or something. Aw. I was embarrassed and didn't know what to do, so I punched Kyle in the gut, causing him to fall backwards on the floor crying. And then I started crying out of embarrassment and fear of getting in trouble for hitting. Not my finest moment, Bria. I got never married. Aw. Well, let me tell you something. At least she tried to look for your confirmation. This is another good example, guys, of don't be too nervous. Just go ahead and say what you have to say, because the worst thing that she could say is, "Ew, gross," or "Ew, no," or oh no, you look gay. So whatever. If she says this, she said it, then you go ahead and you say, oh, so what am I looking that way? I'm perfect the way I am, and you just continue your day. That's it is what it is. There are other beautiful mothers with beautiful daughters. I believe that. And we continue with the next story. I was like 13, female, and I had this huge crush on our neighbor's son. To me, he was the best looking, funniest, smartest guy ever. I really love, by the way, those little, very innocent stories that we are having here. It feels like I'm going through my little teeny phase again. It's beautiful. It peaked when he was actually casted for a TV show and played one of the main characters. That made me even more shy and self conscious. We went to different schools, but left every morning at about the same time to walk to the bus station. I would always wait until he left the house, stay on one more minute, and then walk behind him to admire him from the distance. Okay, girl, that's like a little 13-year-old brain that a girl does. That's just things we girls used to do when we were younger. They might seem a little bit off and creepy, but we were just in love. If you're in love, you're blind, girls. One day, my dream came true, and I left the house closer to him than normal as he noticed, okay, that is a little bit creepy, my girl. But continue. He then turned around and stopped to wait for me. Oh, okay, no, not creepy at all. I take it back. I take it back. Instantly, I went into I can't stay any straight sentence mood and felt terribly awkward. It was winter time and the snow was piling up at the side of the paved walk. To cross the street, we had to climb over the snow piles, and of course, I stumbled and fell face down in the snow. He even helped me up, but we finished the rest of the work in silence. Right before the bus station, I slipped on some ice and fell again. The shame. I could never even look at him. Again, girl, please look at him. I think that some guys might, if he waited for you, see, if he waited for you, that is a good sign. That means he wants to talk to you, maybe, like, and have a good conversation. I know probably for you both it was really, really awkward, but maybe he got that vibe that you want to be friends with him or more. And then you did something clumsy. Sometimes guys like it when it's a little bit clumsy. That means you're kind of cute. And to some extent, it can be cute, but you know, don't worry about it, guys and girls. You need to relax and just be yourself. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's story. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more. I'll be back soon with more crazy Reddit stories. See you in the next video. Bye.